My people, let's talk straight. Hapa Nairobi, everyone is on a mission. We are all chasing the bag, trying to secure our future, and maybe buy that plot in Kitengela our parents keep talking about. You wake up early, you hustle hard, but sometimes it feels like you are running on a treadmill. You see your friends on Instagram living their best lives, posting photos from Dubai, driving big cars, and you ask yourself, Jamanini, what am I doing wrong? This pressure to make it is real, and it makes us vulnerable. We all want that shortcut, that one big break that will change our lives forever. This is where the story begins. You're scrolling through your phone late at night, tired from a long day of work, and suddenly you see an ad. A young guy, probably the same age as you, is standing next to a Mercedes G-Wagon. He is wearing designer clothes and a watch that costs more than your entire year's rent. The caption reads, "Tired of being broke? I made my first million in 3 months trading Forex from my phone. DM me how and I will show you the secret." Your heart beats a little faster. You think, wow, if he can do it, why can't I? And just like that, my friend, you have entered the trap. The dream they are selling is powerful because it speaks directly to our desires. We all want financial freedom. We want to take care of our families, travel the world, and stop worrying about bills at the end of the month. These scammers know this. They are not selling a financial product, they are selling a fantasy. They paint a picture of a life where money is no longer a problem, where you can work for 2 hours a day from your couch and earn more than a doctor. It's a very attractive story, especially when you feel stuck and are looking for a way out of your current situation. But let's be honest with ourselves for a minute. If making millions was as easy as paying some guy 30,000 shillings for a secret strategy, wouldn't we all be millionaires by now? The streets of Nairobi would be filled with Lamborghinis, and we'd all be sipping cocktails in Watamu every weekend. The reality is that building wealth takes time, discipline, and hard work. There are no magic tricks or hidden secrets. This desire for instant gratification is the fuel that powers the entire scam industry, and these fake gurus are the expert drivers, ready to take you for a ride you will never forget. So what exactly is this Forex trading thing they keep talking about? In simple terms, Forex, foreign exchange, trading is the buying and selling of different currencies. For example, you might buy US dollars when you think its value will go up against the Kenyan shilling. If you are right, you sell the dollars later and make a profit. It sounds simple, but it is incredibly complex and very risky. Professional traders spend years studying markets, and even they lose money. It is not something you can master in a one-week online class from a guy you met on Instagram. Here is how the scam usually works, the classic playbook. First, they build a fake persona online. They rent a fancy car for a weekend photo shoot. They borrow a friend's expensive apartment to record a video. They flash wads of cash that might not even be theirs. They post screenshots of profits that are easily faked using a demo account, which is like playing a video game with fake money. Their entire social media presence is a carefully crafted illusion designed to make you believe they have cracked the code to unlimited wealth. They want you to look at their life and feel a strong sense of FOMO, fear of missing out. Once they have your attention and you are hooked on their flashy lifestyle, they hit you with the main offer, the exclusive mentorship program or the VIP Signals group. They will promise to teach you their secret strategy that guarantees huge profits. The price for this magical knowledge. It could be anything from 10,000 to 50,000 shillings, or even more. They create a sense of urgency, saying things like, only 5 spots left, or this offer ends tonight, to pressure you into making a quick decision without thinking too much about it. You pay the money, excited to finally learn the secret to becoming rich. And what do you get for your money? Usually nothing of value. You might be added to a Telegram group where they share a few basic YouTube videos about Forex that you could have found yourself for free. The powerful signals they send are often just random guesses. When you start losing money and ask them for help, they will either blame you for not following the strategy correctly, or they will simply block you and disappear. By the time you realize you have been scammed, they have already moved on to their next victim, using your money to fund their next fake lifestyle post. Now that you know how they operate, let's talk about how to spot these fakes from a mile away. Think of it as developing a scamdar. The first and biggest red flag is the promise of guaranteed high returns with little or no risk. Real investing always involves risk. Anyone who tells you that you can double your money in a week, guaranteed, is either lying or delusional. If their promises sound too good to be true, trust your gut. They almost certainly are. Real financial advisors talk about potential risks, diversification, and long-term growth, not guaranteed overnight riches. Another major red flag is their obsession with showing off a flashy lifestyle. Ask yourself, if someone is genuinely a successful trader making millions, why would they spend all day on Instagram trying to sell a 20,000 shilling course to strangers? It doesn't add up. Real wealthy people are often private and busy managing their wealth, not flexing rented cars and fake watches online. This excessive display of wealth is a marketing tactic. It's not proof of success, it's bait. They are selling you a dream, not a reality, because the dream is all they have to offer. Pay close attention to how they handle questions and criticism. A legitimate mentor or educator will be open to questions and will be able to provide clear, verifiable proof of their expertise and trading history. A scammer, on the other hand, will get defensive. If you ask for a verified track record from a trusted platform like MyFXbook, they will give you excuses. They will say their strategy is too secret to share, or they will accuse you of being a hater. They often use high-pressure sales tactics, rushing you to make a payment before you have time to do your research. Finally, be wary of testimonials that seem too perfect. Scammers often pay people to record fake video testimonials or use stolen photos to create fake success stories. You will see comments on their posts like, "Thank you, master. I just made $5,000 this week because of you." These are often from fake accounts or people who are part of the scam. Do your own research. Look for independent reviews of the person or their company. A quick Google search with their name followed by the word scam can often reveal a lot of hidden truths from past victims who were brave enough to speak out. So how do you protect your hard-earned money from these vultures? The most important rule is this: never invest in something you do not fully understand. Before you even think about putting your money into Forex, stocks, or anything else, take the time to educate yourself from reliable sources. There are countless free resources online, from reputable websites like Investopedia to channels on YouTube run by actual financial professionals, not 22-year-old gurus. Learn the basics, understand the risks, and never, ever let anyone pressure you into investing your money. Your financial journey is a marathon, not a sprint. If you are genuinely interested in learning to trade, start with a demo account. A demo account is a practice account offered by most legitimate brokerage firms that lets you trade with virtual money in a real market environment. This allows you to test your strategies and get a feel for the market without risking a single shilling of your own cash. Treat it like a flight simulator. You wouldn't try to fly a real plane without spending hundreds of hours in a simulator first. Only after you have been consistently profitable on a demo account for several months should you even consider trading with real money. Remember the golden rule of investing. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. This is especially true for high-risk ventures like Forex trading. Do not use your rent money, your school fees, or money you borrowed from a friend. The emotional stress of trading with money you desperately need will lead to poor decisions and most likely, bigger losses. Build up a small investment fund that is separate from your essential savings. Start small and only increase your investment size as your knowledge, experience, and confidence grow over time. Ultimately, the most reliable path to wealth is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is the slow and steady path of hard work, smart saving, and patient investing. Focus on building your career or your business. Increase your income, live below your means, and save consistently. Invest in things you understand, whether it's a SACCO, a money market fund, or a small business. True financial freedom comes from discipline and patience, not from a secret formula sold by a stranger on the internet. Watcher stories are overnight success. Be smart, be patient, and build a future you can be proud of. Amasema Jalas.